customer requirements. So example I am taking as the Bluetooth pairing. In the Bluetooth pairing, already in unit testing they have developed the some code by using some condition and statement coverage and all. They have developed the code. If you have to enter, then only it will open any password. If you are giving right password, then only it will enter. Or else if you are not entering according to, we are testing against according to the customer requirement, means that is the non-functional testing. Functional testing is nothing but the according to the customer requirement. That is the difference between both functional and non-functional testing. Again, functional testing, it comes under like regression testing, user acceptance testing, this and all the functional testings only. So regression testing is nothing but, first of all, whenever we are doing now.
You're presenting something.
Sorry, sir. Sir, I can't hear you, sir.
Okay. Sorry.
In this regression testing means, first of all, we have to, whenever we are doing, once we have to do means, first of all, in SDLC process, we are getting the customer request. Then we have to analysis. Once we have to analysis means, then it will come the implementation stage. After that, it will goes to the integrated. Integrate means here unit test and integrated test will be start here. After that, the testing will be started here. Testing is nothing but the validation here we are doing. If it is either, if it is functional means system testing, non-functional also according to the customer requirement. Against customer requirement here we are doing. And delivery, once if it is this and all completed means, it will go to the customer. Deliver means, after deliver means maintenance it will go. So first here circle will be there. What is the flow? First we have to analysis. After that, design in SDLC process, software development lifecycle. And after that, we have to, once we have to design means, here by using unit and integration testing, we have to develop the code here. After that, once it's developed in this unit testing, after that it will come to validation. In validation, we are doing the system testing. After it will deliver here. Are you understanding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That system testing, again it comes from some sub functions like load testing, maintenance testing, and security, recovery, usability. These testings and all comes under. First, smoke and sanity testing is nothing but the first initial stage. What in system testing we are doing, that is the smoke testing, and sanity testing is nothing but the final. Smoke is the initial stage and sanity testing is the final stage we are doing. After that, regression testing, once we have to do testing and all it completed means, some defects and bugs we are identified. Again we have to write the some tools like RTC and Jira. This will be tools will be there. This and all bugs here we are raising. Once we have to raise means, again they will fix after one. If it is high priority means, they will again they fix the bugs immediately. The bugs is fixed. After they will software release. That time we are doing the testing is nothing but the regression testing. It is nothing but the once bug is fixed, after we are testing tested from starting. That is the, because why we are testing again from starting means, it won't affect any functionality to the other futures. That's why again we are performing starting onwards the testing. So this is about a system testing. In system testing, this and all comes from functional testing. Non-functional, load and stress and maintenance testing, this and all we are not using here. Mainly here we are using load and stress and maintenance testing. Load means, for example, audio head unit I am taking. In this audio head unit, it will support only maximum. For example, you have to consider like 1000 files. If we are applying 1000 and we are testing means that is the load testing. Stress testing is nothing but mm, that audio head unit, it will support only 1000, but we are applying more than 1000. That time if you are testing now, it will become like it won't support. It will support, but it will take very slowly. It will like hanging like that and all. It will happen. That is stress testing. Then it will come user acceptance testing. User acceptance testing here we are doing in final stage. Means once we have to all this and all completed, means like unit integration and system testing. It will here we are doing the end of the user or client. Here we are doing the testing is nothing but the user acceptance test. Final stage we are doing. The main purpose of this testing is to satisfy whatever the customer is giving the requirement to meet that requirements. So that's why here we are doing the user acceptance testing. This one we are doing the with the client location user, with the user in front of user we are doing this testing. This one I explained you, right? This and all also while I explain you, while I am telling about white box testing, black box testing, verification validation, in this it will come. Unit integration testing I told you, right? That and all white box testing only. This all the main we have to cover this one. Code, statement, decision, branch. Code means inside the functions and all we have to write some scripting language like that and all. Statement means like if else statement, that and all we have to do. This is why by using white box testing, these are the techniques. And black box testing, what are the techniques we are using means BVA is nothing but the boundary value analysis, and the ECP means equivalent class partition. Means for example, cluster I shown you, right? Speed gauge is there. This range is the 0 to, now you have to consider 0 to 140 kilometers. In this boundary value analysis, nothing but the first we have to divide it in three parts. First is the minimum value, mid value, and maximum value. In minimum value is the 0 and maximum value is the speed indication is 120. In between mid value is the 60. So we have to do like that and all process. Means 0 we are testing, 60, after that 120. In between also we are checking. So that is the boundary value analysis. This one only we have divided the partitions, like different partitions we are dividing, right? 0 to 140 is there. We are dividing 0, 60, 120, like that and all we are dividing. Depends upon this one we have to testing. You understanding, right? What is the difference between white box and black box? White box, it comes from code coverage, decision and statement coverage. But black box is the difference in boundary values we are using and we are testing here. That is the difference between this and all. Functional test and non-functional test also I explain you, like smoke and sanity initial stage, and regression testing. This is the one tool will be there. In this we have to raise the bugs, what are the defects we are identified. So first of all, you are entering into that one, you have to know the what is the phases in SDLC. In SDLC phases, these are the main requirement. First of all, we have to analysis what is the requirement analysis, project planning, project designing. Design is nothing but it is in the form of the architecture. It is in this architecture they are architecting, like, because why they have to architecture means the developer can easily understanding the flow diagram, that and all. They have to easy to write the programming, that and all. So they have to design that and all. After that they have to deployment. Deployment is nothing but they have to development is nothing but they have to develop the code. testing. In this testing, we have to do the unit integration and system testing. Mainly here we are doing the system testing only. Depends upon the functional and non-functional testing. Deployment, once it is testing completed means it will go to the deployment. After that it will go to the maintenance. Maintenance is nothing but the whenever once product is completed, software is all is okay means some separate team will be there, maintenance team. uh, this team, if they are finding any issues means this maintenance teams will go to their client location and they will check what is the problem and they will clear that issue. That is the maintenance. These are the main phases in the SDLC. And different, this is the phases. And in SDLC different models will be there, like prototype model, spiral model, and iterative and incremental model, waterfall model, V model, and agile model. But are you understanding, right? What is the phases and what are the models? In models means in the, depends upon the requirement they will select. Nowadays agile model is the trendy one and most of the companies using this one only. But VV model also we are using. I will tell you what is difference between V model, waterfall model, and agile model. In V model is nothing but when we are taking the this model means when the project is the medium, and when in this V model, testing and development and testing, it goes to the parallel. Here in flow diagram only you can see and you can understand. This testing and development and testing is goes to the parallel only. This is the advantage, and this one is used for the small some medium projects like 1 year 2 year project is there. That time they are choosing this V model according to the customer requirement. Also they will choose. Most of the companies using this model also. And waterfall model is this is the old one. In this requirement analysis, design, coding, testing, acceptance will be there. It will go to the step by step procedure. Once it is this handle is completed, means development is completed, means next step it will go to the testing. It will take more time, and when the project is small, then only it will take. Most of the companies it won't take. Depends upon the project only it will take. So here waterfall model is a small type of project, then only it will consider it. It will take so much of time because one phase is completed, then only it will go to the next phase. That's why they are most of the companies they are choosing either agile model or VV model. You are understanding, right? What is the difference between why they are choosing these models and all? And depends upon the cost, reliability also they will take these projects and all. And this is the agile methodology. In this agile methodology, how means, for example, one car will be launched on next 2022 like that and all. So in agile methodology, what they will do now? First they will give some requirement according to their requirements. So once that one is completed, again they will give. Here you can see. Here you can see. First they will get the requirement analysis. Once they will get the requirement analysis means it will go to the design development and quality assurance. It is the QA. Once it will go to deployment, and once it deployment, it will go to the directly production. So it is nothing but an iteration. It will start. It is like looping type. So one iteration completed means again iteration they will give. In between they want any changes, na next iteration they will add. But in waterfall model, not like that. In midway they want any requirement, whole requirement we need to change. Once requirement change, na, then it will come to coding. then it will go to testing. It will take so much of time. That's why they won't take this one. And here also in midway they want any modification like that and all means this one will go to parallel, right? So in that parallel, so development and testing is going to parallel only. So this one also somewhat difficult if they want any modification in between means. So most of the companies they have preferred agile methodology only. So they are added in next iteration. That's why they are choosing the agile methodology. All of you understanding, right? What are the phases and what is the difference between the models? Why they are choosing these models and all?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Pooja.
Yes, Pujari, good.
That's
Yes,
why
Pooja.
they are using. And coming to STLC, in this STLC, first they have to analyze like in SDLC I told you, right? First they have to understanding the requirements and all. In SD also this is the validation process. In this they have to first they have to once they will get the requirement. First they will get the requirement means they have to plan. Planning is nothing but what is the entry and exit criteria, how many resources they need, and what are the tools we required, like that and all they will plan according to the manager RTL. They will plan here. Once they will plan test design winning test design. Test designing is nothing but the test cases. Here we are preparing in test cases. How we are preparing means some Excel sheet or else some automation, manual and automation here we are using. So by using this test designing, we are prepare the test cases here. Once test cases prepare means our colleagues will review the test cases. Once they've told okay means we have to arrange the environmental setup. How we are arrange that environmental setup means wait a minute, I will show you that one also. Not like that. In that we are having PC, right? In that PC, some tools will be there. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Pujari. You are audible.
Yeah. 1 minute, I will show you. In that PC, we are connecting that in PC some tools will be there. CANOE, CAN Analyzer, and Busmaster, PCAN Explorer. It depends upon the requirement. We are choosing that tool. Once we are connecting that tool means so we have some hardware license will be there. CANcase Excel like that and all. In that CANcase Excel, we are connecting to the PCB power supply. In that power supply, we want voltage and current, right? If it is we are taking it is in the form of analog or digital power supply we are taking. Once we are taking in that digital power supply, we are consist of the like two wires. If it is a positive wire and negative wire. So in that wire we have to connect. I shown you right one instrumental panel cluster. That one we are connect backside. In that backside, 1 minute.
You don't have a CAN installed in the system, Pujari?
No, sir. In this system there is no CANoE. Yeah, in this, in that power supply PCB onwards, we have to connect that one. I will draw diagram and I will show you that one.
Well, I think we will have it that separate, Pujari. Use case,
Yeah.
maybe we can have next week, so same time.
Yeah. So that one we have to, once we have to do means in that backside of the cluster we have so many wires will be there, bunch of the wires depends upon the requirement. If it is speed gauge means if it is either 5th pin 6th pin we are taking. And one more important note is in that we are connecting one db9, 1 dB. I will tell you what and all that is that in. So once we have to connect means we are giving the cluster and we are starting testing. That is the environmental setup. Like that and all we are doing environmental setup.
Okay, now if you are done, you can take up the questions if there is anything. Participants, any questions? Pujari? People can wind up if there is no question.
Sir, I guess Pujari has left due to battery low on her laptop. I can notice that. I guess battery was switched off. Sorry, laptop was switched off in her laptop due to battery low.
You can wind up if everything is done. Deepak.
Okay, we'll wind up this session and we'll get back to you if we have one more session on with the schedule itself. Yeah, thanks for joining.
We all will let you know about the next section, guys. We'll send you the link, date, and timing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you all. No problem.